Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bringing this tragic story out of Orlando, Florida, over the weekend where two 16-year-old teenage girls were stabbed, leaving one 16-year-old Kennedy Williams to succumb to her injuries. Police say it started outside the Astro Skating Center, where a fight broke out and two teenage girls were stabbed by a 15-year-old boy, Anthony Rushing. Of course, due to his age, they are not releasing his picture, but WSB wrote a 16-year-old Georgia girl was stabbed near a skating rink in Orlando during teen night. Police say Kennedy Williams was one of two teenage girls who were stabbed on Friday night during a fight outside the Astro Skating Center. According to the Orange County Sheriff Office, both girls were taken to the hospital in critical condition, where Williams passed away. The second victim, who hasn't been identified, survived. A 15-year-old boy was arrested and charged with one count of second degree. Y'all know what? Take a listen.
Now at 10, a 15-year-old boy is being charged with after a fatal near a skating rink. This all happened after a fight broke out Friday night. West 2's Paula Trisna Ruda spoke with people in the area who are reacting to the news tonight.
People heading into Astro Skate Center Saturday were being checked by security at the door just one day after a stabbing happened near the rink. Deputies say a fight broke out near the skating rink in the Amscot along South Goldenrod Road around 11 Friday night, just as teen night wrapped up. They found two teenage girls who had been stabbed. Both were taken to the hospital, where one of them, 16-year-old Kennedy Williams, from her injuries. A 15-year-old boy was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. We're not releasing his name due to his age. And we spoke to one man who has been to the skating rink one time for a child's birthday party, but says something like this is concerning.
I don't know much about it, but it seems pretty out of control. You know, you let people get the anger out of themselves and over the littlest things. You have to be aware that something out of control can happen like this.
People in the area say deputies were at the skating rink on Friday for security purposes, and when we showed up, we saw 3 deputy vehicles pull in. People we spoke to said there have been incidents with violence in the area before the stabbing. Management for the skating rink said in part, quote, "Unfortunately, an incident did occur close to our location on Goldenrod, but not on our property. This is still a developing situation, and our hearts go out to the victims and their families."
Friends and family remembering Kennedy Williams tonight. She is one of two 16-year-old girls that were stabbed in the parking lot of Amscot off Goldenrod Road as they were leaving a skating rink.
A 15-year-old male is now in custody for her death. Channel 9's Ashlyn Webb joins us live from where it happened. Ashlyn, the family has started a GoFundMe to help transport Kennedy's home.
Yes, the family is raising money so Kennedy's final resting place can be in Georgia, where the family is originally from. They moved to the Orlando area in 2019. I'm told by Kennedy's friends that she and her sister were celebrating spring break at the skating rink next door when this fight broke out in the Amscot parking lot. Now family and friends are remembering the teen as vibrant and loving. Family members of Kennedy Williams are remembering the 16-year-old as a bright spirit who touched the lives of all that knew her, adding her absence leaves a void that can never be filled. Jasmine Stringer recalled her daughter's final moments in an emotional post on Facebook, saying she held 16-year-old Kennedy Williams as she was dying, writing, "I will never forget that her last word was mom," as she grabbed her spoon, waiting for me to save her life.
Many of our youth don't know how to deal, how to resolve conflict in their brain, right? So they lash out in an aggressive / savage manner.
That's Ruben Saldana, part of an Orlando violence prevention group, Credible Messengers, reacting after Orange County Sheriff's Office said 15-year-old Anthony Rushing is their only suspect. Rushing is charged with second-degree murder in the stabbing. Witnesses say the fight started here in the parking lot of an Amscot shortly after 11 Friday night, when dozens of kids were leaving Astro skating rink's teen night next door. Kennedy and another 16-year-old were the aftermath captured on video, streamed live, and posted to social media.
We're going to pull out our phones and get views instead of intervening, right? How hard would it have been for one of his homeboys or a friend of his to intervene? How hard would that have been?
Orange County Sheriff's Office has not said what led to this fight, but the agency did say they were not looking for any other suspects.
This is so sad. They say that Kennedy expired because she lost too much blood. Instead of people calling 911, they pulled out their phones to record. This is what we have come to now. It's all about who can go viral. Not only will her mother never forget this, it's now all over the internet. Just no damn respect. My heart bleeds for her mother, Jasmine, who wrote on her Facebook, "My baby was blank last night, and I will never be the same. I will never forget her last words were mom," as she grabbed her womb, waiting for me to save her life like she knew I would. Holding her in my arms, my clothes and hands drenched in my baby's as she struggled to take her last few breaths. I will never forget the children that stood over me and my baby while I screamed for help, and all they could do was watch and record my baby expiring. I will never understand the videos of my baby expiring on her peers' Instagram posts as if it isn't our real life. I will never forget someone going live showing their followers my baby lying on her in her own fighting for her life. I will never forget Kennedy gurgling through blood while I wondered if she could hear me yelling for her to fight. I will never forget watching from afar in terror while they tried to resuscitate her. I will never forget the paramedics not allowing me to ride with my baby and wondering if she opened her eyes even once to look for me and I wasn't there. I will never forget the doctor telling me that they tried to save her after working for an hour and a half, for an hour, 1.5 hours, but she lost too much blood and was gone. I will never forget that the chaplain arriving and not hearing a word he was saying. I will never forget not being able to see her at the hospital and having to leave after the forensic team arrived because this is now an investigation. I am heartbroken. I am stunned. I am shattered. I can't get the visual out of my head. I can't stop hearing her yell, "Mom." I can't close my eyes. I can't breathe without her. Lord, give me the strength to keep living as I have another child to be strong for. Life will never be the same. This pain is unbearable. Please pray for my family. This is extremely sad. I couldn't imagine. And the 15-year-old ruins his life. He'll never see daylight again. I'm at a loss for words. But I wanted to bring it here and we have the conversation. With that said, drop down in the comments. I want to know your thoughts on this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And smash that notification bell so you won't miss out on my next video. Stay blessed. Peace.